Hi, I am Adam Bentolila. Thanks for taking the time to listen more about our unique clary sage oil and how to become a messenger for our omega-3. First and foremost, the company's name is Marvalous. This is not a spelling mistake. The Hebrew word for sage is marva, thus marvelous. The business model chosen by Marvalous to distribute this unique clary sage oil omega-3 is the tribal marketing, but I like to describe it as community marketing. It is based on several principles, similar to a direct sale model, but the fascinating thing about it is that not only the end consumer gets a unique product, but also the person who recommended the product and the community itself also benefit from each and every sale. The first principle is the revenue split principle. Marvalous splits its revenues 50% for itself and 50% for its distributors. What do the distributors need to do? To recommend the product. Tell your friends about the wonderful clary sage oil and begin making extra money. It is important to stress that the sale is directly from Marvalous to the end customer. The customer pays the company, which in turn ships the product directly to the customer. The company then pays the distributors a commission for recommending. The second principle is that there is no monopoly or limit on recommending the product. In other words, everybody can participate. Let's assume you begin using the clary sage omega-3. Very shortly after, you experience the impact it has on your health, and you recommend me to begin using it. I begin to consume the product on a regular basis. You earn a commission every time I buy the product. Now I, as a happy consumer, recommend this to a friend of mine. I will be getting a commission for this friend's consumption. But the interesting thing is that you are also going to get a commission for my friend's consumption. The result, once you begin recommending the product, very shortly after you will have a network of recommenders below you, just as a tree where you are the first branch, and you will be earning commissions for any activities in your tree. The third principle is quite simple, and it is a basic value of life. The more people you help, the better you are off. We all know that service to many leads to greatness. The more people you expose to a healthier life by use of the clary sage oil, and the more people these people recommend it to, the more you benefit. Now imagine that instead of you being the first branch of the network of recommenders, we place your church, temple, community organization, or fund. This means that as people in the community begin consuming the product, the community begins earning money. The more the people consume, the more the community gets. Now people in the community not only consume the product, but they begin recommending it to other people inside and outside the community. Guess what happens? We have new consumers of our Marvalous clary sage oil, but we also have people in our community making extra money as commissions for the recommendations. And on top of it, the community is making extra money that can be used to achieve its vision and mission. This is the perfect win-win situation. We are consuming a product we all need, the best omega-3 in the world, a product that improves our health and life quality. We make extra money by recommending this product to our friends, and our community, without any extra effort, has a way to fund its activities and achieve its goals. Now, how does this work? Let's get to the numbers. Marvalous pays 6 commissions. Now, in order to be eligible to these commissions, you need to first join the company. You may do this in one of 3 ways. The first one is to become a retailer. You invest $200, you get in return 4 boxes of product, and you can begin recommending the product to your friends, family, or to anyone you want to. Being a retailer gives you the right to enroll customers into the system and earn a commission for every purchase someone does upon your recommendation. As a retailer, you need to consume every month $40 worth of products, which is 1 box. The second option is to be an executive distributor. You invest $900, you get in return 16 boxes of product, and you have to have a monthly auto-consumption of $120, which means 3 boxes of products. The third option is to be a VIP distributor. You invest $1,600, you get in return 32 boxes of product, and you have to have a monthly consumption of 3 boxes for $120. While the retailer is limited to direct recommendations only, the distributors, both the executive and the VIP, can begin forming their trees of other distributors, retailers, and consumers. The difference between the VIP and executive distributors is that the VIP earns more 20% faster. This is the option that I chose. The first commission is the retailer bonus. In this bonus, you get a commission for each person that buys the product upon your recommendation. As an example, a pair of omega-3 boxes cost $94. You will be getting up to $30 for that recommendation. This means that if you have a customer base of 10 recurring customers that buy a pair of omega-3s every month, you will have an extra income of $300. If you grow this customer base over the time to 100 recurring customers, you will be earning $3,000 a month. This is the only commission available for the retailer. The second commission is the Retail for Generations bonus. Let's assume you tell me about the Clary Sage oil and I become a retailer or a distributor myself. For every retailer bonus I get out of a direct recommendation, you will be getting $2. The person that brought you in will also get $2 for this very same sale. Actually, 5 more generations upward, it means the person that brought you and so on, will be getting an extra $1 each for this very same sale. This is the place to elaborate more on the term generations. As I said, I am the first branch in my tree. I brought 2 of my best friends as VIPs. Both of them are in my first generation. Then each of these friends brings in a relative as his first generation. Those relatives will be my second generation. The second commission, Retail for Generation, is automatic for the sale occurring in my first 3 generations. But I can get up to 7 generations of compensation depending on my rank. Now this bonus seems relatively small, but this single dollar can be very powerful once you have a tree branching down to several generations. Let's take, for example, a tree in which each distributor has 3 distributors in the next generation. On your first generation, you will have 3 distributors, on your second, 9 distributors, on the third, 27, and so on. This means that your 7th generation will have 2,187 distributors. If all the people in your 7th generation will make only 1 sale a month, you earn over $2,000 a month. If each of them has 10 recurring customers every month, it means you earn over $20,000 a month. The third commission is the Fast Start bonus. This is a one-time bonus for each distributor you enroll in your tree. For each VIP, you get $150, and for each executive, you get $100. The fourth commission is the Levels bonus. It is also called a tribal bonus, as its concept is to pay small amounts to many people. It works chronologically. All the people that are enrolled into Marvalous after you are arranged in a single chain of levels in a way that every person will have eventually 10 levels of people below them. Every activity of the people below you awards you with a bonus. A VIP enrollment is a one-time $20, an executive enrollment $10, a retailer $3, and every auto consumption is $2. It is not huge amounts of money, but it can get to a couple of $100. This is a great way to cover the monthly auto consumption. The fifth commission is the generational bonus. In this bonus, you get 10% of the total sales activity in your tree. You will always get compensated for your 2 first generations, and you can get up to 8 generations of compensation depending on your rank. How does this work? You accumulate points for every activity in your tree. What are activities, enrollments, and self-consumption? For the enrollment of a VIP, you get 700 points. For an executive, 500 points. A retailer, 150 points. And for every auto consumption, you get 100 points. At the end of the month, all the points in your tree are summed up, and you get 10% of that in US dollars. For example, if the total points in my tree this month is 34,000 points, my generations bonus will be $3,400. If we take the 3 distributors per generation example, on the 8th generation you will have 6,561 distributors. In total, you will have close to 10,000 people in your tree. If in a given month all the distributors limit themselves only to make the self-consumption, which will never happen, there are always new enrollments, then you will have 10,000 times 100, which gives you 1 million points by the end of the month. 10% of a million is $100,000 a month. It is important to mention that the total amount of points up to 20 generations will also determine your rank. The higher amount of points, the higher your rank is. And the higher your rank is, the deeper your compensation is in generations. The last commission is the dividend bonus. As I mentioned earlier, Marvalous splits its income 50% for itself and 50% for its distributors. The 50% for the distributors is split between all the commissions above mentioned. At the end of this partition, there is a portion anywhere between 0 and 6% that is then divided as an extra bonus to the distributors from the third rank and up. Now let's get back to community marketing. Let's assume that your community fund enrolls in Marvalous as a distributor and that your community has 1,000 members. All the members in your community begin consuming a pair of omega-3 boxes every month. This means that the community gets healthier, but it also means that the community fund will have $30,000 available every month to invest back in the community. This is Marvalous. We're getting healthier and the community is getting wealthier. Now it is decision time. Press join now, fill in your details, and me or one of my team will contact you shortly to discuss the next step. If you need more information, press contact me, leave your details, and we will call you back. Thanks again for taking the time. I am Adam Ben Tolila. Shalom and God bless you.